Hello hyper-evolutionists. Welcome to Hexagon, the place where science fiction meets reality. What degrees will dominate the future? In a world where artificial intelligence, genetic editing, and brain-machine interfaces are no longer science fiction, but daily headlines, the choices we make today about education can determine our role in shaping tomorrow. So if you're planning your studies, switching careers, or just curious about what's next for humanity, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll reveal the top 3 degrees that are not only future-proof, but future-defining: biotech, neuroscience, and computer science. We'll explore why these fields matter, how they're shaping our world, and what kind of careers and impact you can expect. Let's begin with biotech. This isn't just the study of cells and bacteria anymore. It's the art and science of engineering life. Biotechnology is the field that allows us to understand and manipulate biological systems for human benefit. With the rise of powerful tools like CRISPR and advanced genome sequencing, scientists can now edit DNA with precision, rewriting the building blocks of life itself. Gene editing is just one part of biotech, but it's a revolutionary one. It's already being used to treat rare diseases, enhance agriculture, and potentially extend human lifespan. And that's only scratching the surface. Biotech is also giving rise to lab-grown meat, biofuels, synthetic organs, and even living materials that heal themselves. It's transforming healthcare, agriculture, environmental science, and manufacturing all at once. According to McKinsey, biotechnology could generate up to $4 trillion in economic impact every year by 2040. And that means a massive demand for skilled professionals who understand how to work with DNA, cells, proteins, and computational models of biology. So, what can you do with a degree in biotech? You could become a genetic engineer developing therapies for incurable diseases, a synthetic biologist creating eco-friendly solutions using engineered microbes, a clinical researcher running trials for life-saving drugs, or a bioinformatics analyst decoding complex genetic data. Biotech is also a hotbed for startups. With the right knowledge and tools, you can launch a company from your lab bench, focused on anything from personalized medicine to biosecurity or longevity. Top institutions for studying biotech include MIT, Stanford, UC Berkeley, Oxford, and ETH Zurich. But thanks to digital platforms, online biotech education is growing rapidly, with programs in bioinformatics, molecular biology, and genetic engineering more accessible than ever before. If you want to be part of rewriting humanity's biological future, biotech is the place to be. Next up, neuroscience, the science of the most complex system known to man, the human brain. Despite all our advances in science and technology, we still don't fully understand how our brains work. Where do our thoughts come from? How do memories form? What is consciousness? And how can we heal or enhance the mind? Neuroscience is working to answer all of these questions, and more. It's an incredibly interdisciplinary field that brings together biology, psychology, physics, chemistry, and increasingly, computer science. Why is neuroscience so important for the future? First, because of health. Neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's are rising globally. Mental health disorders like anxiety and depression are at epidemic levels. Neuroscience provides the framework to treat these conditions more effectively with better targeted interventions, brain stimulation therapies, and even psychedelics-assisted treatments. But neuroscience also pushes us towards something even bigger: merging minds and machines. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, are no longer science fiction. Companies like Neuralink and Synchron are developing implants that allow people to control devices with their thoughts or potentially restore lost senses and mobility. As we digitize the brain, neuroscience becomes essential not just for healing, but for enhancing. With a neuroscience degree, you could become a clinical neuropsychologist, a cognitive researcher studying decision-making, or a neural engineer developing cutting-edge brain-computer interfaces. You might also work in fields like education, marketing, or AI, where understanding the human brain is critical for designing effective systems, products, and experiences. Some of the best universities for neuroscience include Johns Hopkins, MIT, UCL, McGill, and the Karolinska Institute. But like biotech, neuroscience is going global, thanks to open access journals, online lectures, and interdisciplinary research initiatives. Neuroscience sits at the intersection of biology and consciousness. If you want to understand what makes us human and how we might transcend our limits, this field is calling your name. Finally, let's talk about computer science, the engine that powers nearly every aspect of modern life. From mobile apps and social media to self-driving cars, personalized medicine, and artificial intelligence, computer science is everywhere. It's the invisible infrastructure behind our work, communication, entertainment, and increasingly our bodies and minds. And while the internet and smartphones reshaped the 2000s, it's AI, robotics, quantum computing, and cybersecurity that are defining the decades ahead. According to PwC, artificial intelligence alone could add over $15 trillion to the global economy by 2030. And that's just one piece of the puzzle. A computer science degree opens up a massive range of career paths. You could become a software engineer building scalable apps, a machine learning researcher training models to predict disease, a cybersecurity expert protecting critical infrastructure, a data scientist extracting insights from genomic or neuroscience data. You could also work at the frontier of innovation, building neural networks, designing autonomous drones, or launching your own tech startup. And here's the best part. Computer science gives you leverage. Unlike most fields, where you have to be physically present or follow rigid structures, in computer science you can build, collaborate, and create from anywhere. You can freelance, contribute to open source, or launch a global product from your laptop. The top schools for computer science include MIT, Stanford, Carnegie Mellon, and the University of Toronto. But in this field, some of the best developers and AI researchers are self-taught. What matters most is your curiosity, your consistency, and your code. So to recap, biotech is about rewriting life itself. Neuroscience is about decoding the mind. Computer science is about building the digital world that connects it all. Each of these degrees is powerful on its own, but their combination is even more powerful. Think about it. AI is being used to simulate brain activity and predict neurological disorders. Neuroscience insights are driving improvements in machine learning models. Biotech companies are using computer algorithms to design proteins and analyze massive genetic data sets. The real future belongs to those who work across disciplines, who understand biology and code, brain science and algorithms, ethics and engineering. So if you're still unsure which degree to pursue, ask yourself, what problems do I want to help solve? What kind of impact do I want to make in the world? And where does my natural curiosity pull me? because in the end, the most powerful degree is the one that lets you wake up every day excited to learn, explore, and build something meaningful. Let me know in the comments which of these degrees excites you the most, or if you're planning to combine them. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone thinking about their future too. Thanks for watching, and remember, the future doesn't happen to you, you build it.